Hey everyone, so welcome to my channel and this live session today actually a experimental one. I was trying out a new streaming setup and while doing so I'll be accepting questions, so whatever question you might have just throw it out to me and I'll be answering them. The goal is to of course just interacting with you guys. I know I'm not much active these days, a bit busy in the work side, so that's the case. But yeah, I'm trying to be live at least on Saturday and making some, releasing some recording Sundays. So yeah, I'll be talking about what I'm planning to release tomorrow, and yeah, come with any questions that you might have. And I know, again, I'm not able to reply to all the messages and everything. I'm very aware of that, and I'll be replying them soon. So if you send me some messages that you're expecting, if this can be public, do ask me in the question instead, like today's live questions, and I'll be happy to answer that. Okay. Otherwise, you have to wait a bit. Sorry for that. So yeah, let me see if it all works out or not. Looks like, let me see if I'm live yet. Okay, so I'm live on my YouTube channel. That's a good thing. That's good. Okay, let me go on my, so let me quickly update the status here also. Yeah, but while I'm doing some typing and all, you guys can feel free to ask me any questions that you might have. I know, of course, one more important thing that yeah, I think the Kubernetes series that I started, I'm juggling with a lot of topics, like lot of topics I know. So that going to again get started. I am ready with the contents, so soon it also get continue. Okay, let me see if any questions I have anywhere. Not yet. So yeah, this year reInvent. I mean, I don't know who are going to attend in the Las Vegas. I'll be going there, and I have prepared a talk proposal. So I'm going to submit it. I think the last time is already 1st July, so I'm going to maybe today or tomorrow I'm going to submit. Hopefully, if it's selected, then I may talk in the reInvent as well. If my luck works out, and of course my content is good enough. So that's another thing that I want to say. But yeah. Okay, one question. So it's Vinam Raju saying, "How are you? Good. Hope you're doing good too." And I know it's a sudden session, just because I want to test out my new streaming setup and to confirm that my voice, video quality all works good. Because last week I tried to be live and there are a lot of challenges, to be honest. Voice not working, the video sometimes going blank. I know this is annoying. I know, but yeah, those kind of things happen. So I want to make sure that never happen today. Hopefully, that will not happen today. See any more questions coming? Hey Tanvir, yeah, I'm doing good. Hope you're doing good too. On this streaming setup, on negative point, I will say that I cannot show the comments like normally I can show, right? That I cannot show. So that's another problem. But yeah, that I will find a solution anyway. No worries. So yeah, not all everything, like everything will not have all the solution in build, right? So it's fine. So how salary get 5 year system admin win? Okay, that's a very good question. Okay, before that I have another question. Let's see, and how to integrate WordPress Docker image with AWS RDS MySQL. how to integrate WordPress Docker image with AWS RDS. So you have you're running a RDS MySQL server in AWS, and you want to integrate with WordPress Docker image. So it's fine. Just see, uh, pass on the ultimate in the RDS if it's a public. Of I am hoping it's public, unless you're running your like Docker container inside a same VPC. Otherwise, if it's a public, you will get a URL, right? The host URL, and you will have the username password. Just pass on as a configuration while sitting with the WordPress. It will do things. If it's a private one, again you will have the host URL and you will have the username. Just pass on the same thing. It will work either way, and make sure you enable the public access or the security groups accordingly. Okay, so you have to do that setup. One thing is saying Chauhan saying how salary get 5 years system admin Windows and Linux. Also do RHS and AWS certificate. Also do already done with RC and AWS certifications. So you are already good. Certified is good. 5 years system admin Windows around 2 or 2.5, what I guess. But again, I'm not there, right, because each location over all the country, even all over the world, the salaries get changed. It's different based on the like, living expenses, based on the lifestyle, a lot of things, like based on the economy where you're going. So based on all that, your salary depends. Okay, just for example, the salary in Kolkata or Howrah, it will be less than what you get in a say Hyderabad or in the Bangalore. The reason being that the salary expectation and all this is different than Kolkata. There's a tech hub. Kolkata is still improving. I'm not saying improving and like it's decreasing, but so that's what the use case. So based on the location, it matters. Hyderabad is a really great place if you want good salary, good experience. Similarly, Bangalore, except I don't like about Bangalore traffic, because last time when I remember I go through Bangalore and I had to wait around 40 minutes just for a cab. That's I fed up. I say enough is enough. I go by the metro or something if something other option available. So that's what I did. I think I did metro most probably. Okay. Um, let's see. Any more questions? And do let me know what you think about the new setup as well while doing this. Let's see. Uh, Feel free to come with any question that you might have. Let me see. Okay. One thing about the certification, one very common misconception these days, that if you are certified, it's something that if I'm certified, I'm going to get the job or I'm going to get the salary increase. Yeah, if it's you work hard, you got through experience and all, you go through all the hurdles, it will help. Suppose you are going to any interview with all the experience plus certification, you can ask for a higher percentage increase, that you can do. But existing companies usually don't give much increase, if you get certified at all. Few companies give, I will not say like it's not like not any company give, few companies give, but the numbers are very few. So that's one of the thing. Okay, so that you might be thoughtful of. Yeah, Ashid. Yeah, negative point again, I cannot share. I think I can do something about partial screen sharing, that up to you to explore with all this new setup, but I don't see any option right now here, unfortunately. Let's see. Any more questions? Okay, can you explain how to create ECS launch time EC2 in Terraform? Definitely, I'll explain. Give me a moment. Okay, so here's a question. That's why. Okay, already. Okay, so it's Chauhan saying my current package is 4 lakh. That's what I'm saying. Asking in the question. Yeah, it's a good question. As I say, again, it's depend on the skills you might have. Windows system admin. I don't now. Again, my opinion. Other people might have different, but as of my opinion, uh, that would be not enough to get very good salary package. What you additionally want to master the Linux, get to the DevOps world with some say infrastructure automation, scripting. Um, again, there is a like there are a lot of things to automate, of course, but I will see infrastructure automation have very good packages these days, especially with Terraform, Pulumi, with some cloud knowledge, say AWS or Azure. GCP also good, but again, it's AWS and GCP I see the most popular, like better packages. Other than that, there is suppose there are other Jenkins, I mean DevOps tools like Jenkins administration or say Ansible administration. There is also options, but don't go to any tool specific. Instead, go for the role specific. Say DevOps engineer or say cloud engineer. Based on your skill set and interest, you can go for, or maybe AWS DevOps still good because you're focusing on AWS DevOps tools, and um, you will get a lot of options here. Okay, that is also good options. So go that way instead of just focusing on Windows admin thing. That's my personal suggestion, I will say. Okay. It's Muhammad saying, Arshit saying, hi Sandeep, hi Arshit. It's Muhammad saying that, can you explain how to create EC2 launch type, EC2 in Terraform? I actually have Terraform complete project. Um, I'm thinking of making open source anyway, so I'll just do it for you. It's already working. I have like tried multiple times, working perfectly fine. I'll just share it with you. Okay, so no worries, you don't have to look at further. I'll just share it with you. It's Arshad again saying how to put project in resume. I'm experienced .NET developer having 7 years of experience in .NET, MVC and RPA. Now I'm trying to I'm trying to move into cloud and DevOps. I'm going to put project on my account. Okay. See, if you already work on some project and you have permission to show them in your resume and all, go ahead and do it. Just give the project URL, project name, or whatever it is. If it's URL, fine. If not, just give the name. Then give the tech stack that you have used. So, interviewer or technical manager will ask you the same question. Suppose you say, I use Terraform and say Ansible or say other tools, the AWS other tools. So then the interviewer and or the technical manager will focus on asking the same question. That way, you will just get depth into it, and he will give the opportunity based on your capability. Okay, and that's how to do. If you don't have a live project that you worked on, some sample project, then just try to make it a very good looking, or if it's not about looks, more the functionality, try to put in GitHub or some open space. So GitHub, Bitbucket, so as a public repo, so that they can come and check that quality of your code or maybe skills from that particular, like what you've done. They will check that. Okay, that's how we add it. Is Pritesh saying, can you please make a video on how to get a remote job from abroad? I think I talked about the topic quite a long time, to be honest, and I'm happy to talk again on that also. No problem. What else is there? Um, can you make on that? I'll just talk. If you are asking, then I will try to make a dedicated video on this. No problem. Is Arshu saying then continue? I have learned skill like cloud formation, Terraform, GitLab, Docker, and K8s. Done some sample CI/CD pipeline, but don't get any enterprise level projects. The thing is that having knowledge and having a job, there's a big difference of having applying skills. So yeah, if you done some sample projects good enough, you try to join that. If you are, so for example, you're having a hard time getting enterprise level projects, try to start a small or medium level and keep working on that, so that when you apply for enterprise level projects, you can show them at that as your experience. That's how we get it. So we show them small big projects if it's public at all, so they can just go and check it out. Otherwise it will be hard to get, to be honest. Otherwise you have to be very renowned person so that they can just buy your name, give it. It's very that's a hard thing to do, but that's also possible. But I will suggest have some skills and experience real life projects examples to show them. That will be much more better and easy to get the project. Okay, no issues. What else? Hmm. Let's see. So yeah, if you have any more questions, feel free to ask. I'm all yours today. And do give me the feedback. How's the session quality? Because that's how I did. Like suddenly I came live. Just for a name for college student. Okay. For college student, there are many actually, not just one or two. Try to like have some sample code. Maybe you can get from the theme forest or other places. Just have the sample code. Then what you should do, use Jenkins to deploy it, use AWS DevOps to deploy it, have the like know how to deploy it normally, deploy for automation and add the CI/CD flow, everything. That will be a very good project as a DevOps project for you. Okay, that's Ronak question. Now Prashanta Mohapatro, I am a BCom graduate, completed MBA last year, currently doing MNC. Can I? So that's a broad question. If you have done or MBA or BCom, can you become a DevOps engineer? Now DevOps engineer, what I feel till day with all this my 7-8 experience, particularly DevOps, that DevOps involve a lot of technicalities, a lot of coding, and some bit of operations stuff. And again, it depends. Some company, if you join, you will see most of the operations and less technical or hands-on things, and then required, but comparatively less. Somewhere it's 90% technical. You have to do scripting, you have to do automation, you have to do infrastructure automation, you have to do like deployment flow, you have to do automatic script checking, maybe sometimes test cases, adding whatever you're doing. So you understand the complexity is different from one company to other company. Like everywhere is different. But yeah, you will get a lot of technical things. So if you have that experience, if you have some skills that back your experience, I mean experience plus knowledge combo that I'm saying, you might, because I'm I mean I started as a BCom. I don't know how many people know, but I also started as a BCom engineer. Sorry, BCom. Then I did MCA. Then I did software engineering from Ramkrishna Mission, and I did a lot of other technical certification. I think I have 6 AWS certification, including Solution Architect Professional certification and DevOps Engineer Professional certification. So if you can get this kind of certification, if you can get other certification on different DevOps topics, if you can have some technical degree is kind of optional. If you're in just trying out in India or maybe freelancing, but if you're thinking about taking a job in overseas, then you must have some university degree. Again, you have MBA, that's but you may not get a technical DevOps job in outside. Again, based on the company policies or the country you're going, their requirements. But if you have a some university degree in master degree or maybe BTech, those kind of like bachelor in even BCA degree also work fine. Any university degree, okay, on technical, then you may go abroad for DevOps opportunity. So a lot of different things are there. So you have to be very sure on that. So he's saying, sir, I want to switch to IT. Please suggest some course to switch to IT. See, in Udemy, I mean, other places also a lot of courses available. Like people are like even support engineers these days learning from those courses. I also learn from those courses, and then I started, the main part is that you can learn from a lot of courses, but until unless you apply this knowledge and experiment all this, you will not be there where you're supposed to be. So learn from any courses. There's Udemy courses. What I do is normally I search to Udemy. You just go to Udemy and search by any particular topic. Then I see that what is the most reviewed and most celebrated course. Then I simply go through that. Most cases, my case, uh, sometimes I purchase, sometimes it's free. It depends on different situations, but always it's less than 500 rupees course that I purchase, and it works out really well. Within 2-3 weeks, maybe 1 month, I complete the course and try to not just complete the course, I experiment during the course. Then I try to make sense out of it and apply it in my different projects. That's how I get experience. Okay, if I learn something and don't apply, I will eventually forget. So that's how things work. So you have to learn and try it out in even demo projects, sample projects. Better is of course client projects. Like even is a low cost, say instead of say $10-20, suppose you are ready to continue. If you're learning new technology, you want to experience on that particular technology, and just get a $5 per hour project just to experience it. Later on when you get experience, you can always ask for higher rate. That should be your strategy. So reduce the cost and get the project, work on the project. Once you get experience, you can ask for higher rates and higher compensations. Okay, that's how you should start. Main focus should be to learn something and then work on it. That is the way you should experience. Of course, in between you try out in no local setup and all. Okay, let me see any other. Okay. Any more questions? Okay. DevOps internship. Yeah, DevOps internship is the best. That also one good thing. So please review my school. Uh, please reviews MSI school placement bootcamp for full stack developer course. I don't know. Just share the link. Then I can check it out. Okay. I don't know that about yet. Okay. What else? Um, okay. Uh, DevOps. Okay. So is Varun saying that beginner DevOps project? Again, as a beginner DevOps project, I will just repeat again what I will suggest. Simply, first thing is that okay. Let's do this. So yeah, so beginner project, I will say uh, just have any e-commerce project. I mean e-commerce template or say example, some what do you say it? Any your profile project, okay? Those kind of things, okay? Just have those kind of thing and simply try to automate it. For example, you want to try out the that thing. GitHub Actions. So you have your profile content. So suppose you're making any change in the code, that should using GitHub Action, it should automatically update the page, or maybe some HTML page you're hosting, maybe in S3 something have something you want to update the content. Like once you push the code, automatically that code should change in the S3 and it should reflect in the cloud front. Those kind of things will be better for DevOps project. So There are a lot of examples. If you guys want, I can make one sample docs about DevOps process ideas. That might be helpful. So do let me know. I may run a poll in LinkedIn also, like who are the interested on sample DevOps project links. One of the like I will say one of the best thing you can do, go to freelancing sites na, go to any freelancing.com or other freelancing sites, simply go there and search by the DevOps keyword. You will see the DevOps requirements. That's one of the excellent way to learn what are the real life requirements you have, so that you can prepare for. That's how easy it is. The thing is that many people don't do that. That's the thing. Let's see what are the questions you have. How to get DevOps internships? So you have to look at the companies where they have lot of DevOps requirement. Most cases, there's APN companies or say partner companies where you have a lot of like DevOps companies. I will say they're doing a lot of DevOps projects. For service companies, I will say it's good, but there are a lot of complexities. I don't prefer, but you can look for other, let's say any company that have a DevOps engineer and which are hiring other people. So you have to have an eye for it. In different LinkedIn posts, you might see requirement, different sites you see requirement. Intern Sala, I think there are a lot of projects available there. Not which I mean their requirements you can hire from there. Uh, you have from I think Naukri.com also many people, many students actually said they got internship opportunities. So you have to try out. So you have to try out 20 or 20, say 30, 40 different things, then you might get one break. So you have to keep trying to get that one. Okay. Let's see what are the things. There's a video. There's a video in DevOps project. Ah, I will think about it. Okay, because there are a lot of people already making on this different projects. Although I found out like they are talking about some things that are which are not that realistic sometimes, but it's fine. People have their own opinions. So yeah, maybe I will try to make one video on the DevOps project, how to get and what are the kinds of projects. It's a good idea, good video idea to be honest. So I'll think about that. No worries. Let's see. So any more questions, feel free to ask me. And do let me know the feedback. I mean, I was asking from the beginning. So do let me know. It's actually a 4K video, if I'm right. So you can go to the settings, in your video, and you can enable the 4K video like option if you have the bandwidth, of course. So just check that video is coming all good, because I'm just trying to improve my setup and everything. Last week experience was not that great. I am I was using Restream.io in some site, and so bad quality. People are complaining this and that. I was very upset on that. So I want to make sure that never happens. So do let me know. Okay. Uh, any more questions? Okay, one questions here. It's Pradeep saying that, "Hi Sandip, I'm having 6 year experience networking DevOps now, learning GCP and Azure. I'm planning to move abroad, and I don't know how to move also. So, what is your opinion, and with country you suggest?" Okay, that's another good question. I hope there's some way it should be there to have the question show. I don't know what it is. Let me see if it's possible at all. Not able using one stream live destination. Okay, that's one negative point of one stream, I will say, because I cannot show the comments. Unfortunate, but yeah, I'll see what I can do about that. Should be there is a way. Okay, popped out. Okay, it's possible actually. So let me quickly add that as a screen. So let's see, add not display name widget. mm, let's see, because so many people asking really great question and I'm not able to show them, so that's the bad thing. Okay, hopefully I can do that using screen share. Let's see if I can do that. Google Chrome. I think I can. Yes, I can. I can show. Okay. Screen aspects, white, square aspect. Okay. Border width. Okay. Looks like I can. So let me quickly increase that. I hope you can see it. Okay. Not sure how much is visible, but I'm still trying to show that screen. Why not just this tool actually great what I used. Okay, zoom, then screen aspect, square. I think this setup is good, to be honest. Much more flexible. Yes, too less space. Okay. Okay, good. So any more questions? You will see that's coming here. Uh, yes, that's great. Glad that okay is happening in the 4K quality. And see now the comments actually it's here, right? So that's also great. We'll find actually I am thinking about like adding an iPhone, and that just pop up the comment section and to show there itself. That also drive. That's way it can just this complexities will get solved. Because next time I do any very serious live sessions, I want to make sure that that live session doesn't get interrupted for any reason. Previous week was a kind of shaming kind of thing. Okay, now let's answer the questions, I guess. Let me go to the question. Okay, so Sandeep, okay, yeah, I think the question about that Pradeep question that has Sandeep. I'm having 6 years of experience networking DevOps, good. Now learning GCP and Azure, which is really good. I'm planning to move abroad and I don't know how to move. So first things, there are a lot of sites. Okay, specifically one hack is there. I think there are other companies also which offer you, like, you go through their vesting process, pass on their interviews or whatever the requirement they have. I think there is a free move dot something site. There's like, look for the site that help you to get abroad jobs. LinkedIn, you have a lot of opportunities. Just filter the country and keep applying. You apply to 100 companies and one might give you one chance. So this is how you keep trying and trying. That way you get one chance. That's, if I ever want to get a if I get a okay, for my case it's a bit different. I do get a lot of abroad opportunities. uh, I decided, okay, not right now, maybe once my child at least 2 year age or maybe bit more, I may actually move to abroad. I was thinking of moving early this year, but it's not possible. Once I having a child, I understand what is the complexities here. Previously I was total no idea about all these children things. So now I know it's not possible to suddenly move to other place. You have a lot of things to worry about. So if you have a child, if it's good age, say more than two, kind of that is okay to move abroad. Otherwise I will not never suggest. I mean, people can still, but there are a lot of challenges. So yeah, that's one thing. So there are different sites which give you the opportunity. There are a lot of companies that have abroad openings. You have to have an eye for it. Go to their career page, apply for it. If someone's saying giving you Canadian PR or this PR or this visa, those are 99.9% are fake. Don't fall for them. They will just suck off your all the money. So never go for that. Yeah, there are a lot of good recruiters that come to inbox and That's another thing. You go through the talk. See, once you talk with people, you get an idea that, I mean, maybe video chat or something like that. You get a gist of idea. Okay, if the guy asking for money and the beginning itself, or maybe in this any process, 98% cases those are the fakes. Just they will take your money and they will run away. Okay, so be sure what you're doing. It's a big company, good company. You go to their website like Apple. I will not say this, this company. What is it? Tesla, because they are already, I have few friends which got laid off. Okay, I know many people whose offer got cancelled. Um, I will never suggest Tesla company. Okay, there are other companies also which are laying off. So I will not say that one as well. So be sure what you are applying. Good company, good track record. Have some good funding. Go for those companies. Don't go for the company where there are some mood swings. Like I really prefer Tesla, but the thing they did, I will never gonna join Tesla in my life ever. So that's one suggestion for you guys. Varun saying that I have 1.5 experience in manual testing. Want to switch to DevOps field? Kindly suggest. Okay, I will come to the Golang part. Let's answer this one. Okay. Now, if you have manual testing, I will say automation is part important. So it's okay. So as a starting point, you should start with, I will say, start with the basic scripting, self scripting Linux. After that, you can learn about any backend scripting, backend programming, say Python or Go. Those are the you can say most used one in the DevOps world. Uh, if you have JavaScript knowledge, you can use Node.js as well, and that's an option. You have Java. I never suggest in a lot of complexities. Java .NET is. I have not think maybe some people are, but I have personally never seen any DevOps engineer using for their any automation processing using uh, Java or other like this .NET. Either they use usually Python or Go. Most cases, if there's a JavaScript requirement, then JavaScript. That's it. Otherwise, no. Okay, so that one. Then you learn about the open source tool. Specifically, I will say Jenkins and Ansible. Those tools are very important. Most common company, like go to any company, most common cases they are using these tools. Okay. After that, there is after that, I will say infrastructure automation using say using uh, Terraform or Pulumi. Now, other cloud providers have their own proprietary tools. For example, CloudFormation or say as a resources, Google Cloud Development Kit, all those things. CDK is also AWS CDK is also there. There are a lot of things, right? So those are also good solution. The problem is that moving, like suppose you are working on a AWS project, okay, you learn that cloud formation and all. Next, say within 3 months, you have to for your requirement, your client requirement, or your project requirement, you have to experiment the GCP or other things. Then you might feel why I didn't learn the maybe Ansible or I mean specifically Terraform or not. So that's what I'm saying. Learning Terraform and Pulumi kind of tools are better than proprietary tools. Yeah, proprietary tools are very good, of course. You might face some challenges in your professional life for any cloud, and you have to kind of force indirectly or directly, or maybe you want to try out their proprietary tools. So it's also good. But I would say learn first the open source or the openly available one, multi-cloud support. That's better. Okay, Terraform, Pulumi, better. After that, learn about the monitoring things, alerting things. Those are very important. Then you have to learn about some company processes, because how these agile methodologies, and the again lot of companies talk about agile methodologies, this and that. Ultimately, end of the day, everyone sucks. Uh, lot of companies, okay, but yeah, they try. I mean, trying is the important part. And if you keep trying and trying, if the company management are really good enough, okay, I have seen recently there are a lot of companies, they are very focused on improving their communications process in the team, improving on their task update process and all that. Though they are really good, okay, and so it depends to companies, but recently what I'm seeing is really great. But last year and all, what I've seen, not that great. Okay, I work as a advisor to many companies. I work as a part-time engineer to many companies last many years. Process is not that great. Okay, and the thing is that some companies improve later on, some companies not. Again, it's depend on the workforce. Company management will try to force a lot of things. Company workforce, if they don't accept, nothing gonna work out. So yeah, Pradeep saying that thanks Sandeep. What do you think about the recession? Again, good fun. I think Pradeep have a lot of good questions, to be honest. A lot of good questions. And whether it is going to impact. Okay, I think I should not. I think Pathola, I don't know if I'm spelling your name wrong. Sorry for that already in advance if I'm doing so. So yeah, Pathola saying that Golang tutorial from you. Yes, Golang. I mean, I'm working in Golang from I think it's already 2 years and got good experience on that also. I was hoping just like I did for the Python kind of small 3 hour session and good to go kind of thing for cloud engineer, DevOps engineers. Similar kind of thing I would do for the Golang as well. Now I'm not getting time, as I say, last few I think months, not just weeks, months. I'm extremely busy, extremely involved in a lot of things. So I didn't able to do a lot of recording and all stuffs. But I'm trying. I have a planning to do all these things. Just bit of more availability, I will get and I will do all that. Okay, so yeah, Golangs is on my top list. Okay, and yeah, Golangs. I also not say it's essential if you have Python knowledge, but yeah, many companies are actually using this. So, yeah. Um, now let's come to the Pradeep question. Sandeep, recession is what is the recession? Recession is around the corner. I think it's already affecting most of the countries these days. You see India, you see US, you see any European country. The reason being the Ukraine war, the rising fuel prices and gas prices. You see all companies, Arab countries are just trying to get as much possible from the other countries so that they can improve their economies. And see, this is all politics, geopolitics. Maybe I'm not a geopolitics expert, which not many people are. But what I've seen from the news, my own research and all, recession, if it hits US and European countries, is going to hit really really hard. Market are kind of bearish and bullish, whatever they say, which means that very fluctual and share market you see these days are so bad, right? Good shares also now 700 800 rupees down. So the market also not that great these days. People, even the good experts are saying it's not that great to invest in market, or maybe invest with a lot of risk. So that's what I'm saying. Okay. So what I will say that okay, that's fine. You know, there are a lot of challenges. All these places, recession will be there, just like any other country. They also might be having that. What your focus should be having a recession proof career or recession proof skill set, because see, um, you see recession hits or anything hits, not all employees get laid off. They have key employees or say good experience or good skills employees always stay there, no matter if they even fail on something or if recession or not. They don't want their key employees or key resources to go out of the company so that other company will hire them, right? They care the key resources. So some places you're going to pick, just say example, Tesla or other company, Misho, a lot of other companies, maybe due to operational reason or recession, they're expecting something. That's why they will cut off the job, they will do layoffs, many company, just to reduce the finance operation cost, a lot of things they will do it. So yeah, there will be impact, but if you are skilled enough, if you have good experience, if you become a key employee of any company, they're not gonna remove you. Even there is a recession or bombing or whatever happening in the country, they will not do that. Okay. It's Naval saying that Vaya, I'm a fresher. Do I join as cloud engineer or DevOps? Now that depends on the experience. Do you want to do hands-on on the cloud side mode, or I mean, see, in the DevOps also you have to work on the cloud these days, because as I say, there is no DevOps without cloud and there is no cloud without DevOps. Okay, so both are now inseparable now. Okay, so you have to learn both the things. Now, cloud engineer, if you become, you will be more working on the, say, DVCs, networking, BGP, more of the cloud migrations and all. If you become a DevOps engineer, you will be working on the with devs. You will set up the pipelines. You will do the deployment of different applications. You will manage the life cycle of different things. You will do setup monitoring. You will have a lot of meetings with a lot of engineers so they can improve their development flow. These are the things you'll do. So both roles have different roles, like different expectations, different responsibilities. Where your experience, I mean not experience, also where your and interest lies, you should go for that. Okay, that's how you should be. Okay, let's go to the next question. Um, okay, it's Patra saying. Okay, it's Nawal saying. Uh, I'll come to that. Okay, so it's Namal Singh Bhaiya, I'm pressure. Do I join as a cloud engineer? I think that's the answer, so it's good. Padala is saying that no such an impact at all, to no need to fear. So yeah, as I say, if you are a key employee, you have good skills, no need to fear. Nobody gonna do anything to you. So have good skills, have good experience. Nothing will affect you. Most cases. Okay, that's the thing. BB Creations, please suggest certification in AWS for DevOps engineer for beginners. See, for beginners, you should not go for direct DevOps certifications. You should go step by step. You should first get for the cloud foundation. I think AWS, the practitioner one. Then you go for then you go for the developer or SysOps one. Then you take 6 month or 7 months gap. I will suggest you do that to hands-on experience, experiment, do all that. Because I tried first year, I failed because I was not having enough hands-on. Second year, I did enough hands-on. I passed with flying numbers. Okay, you will not believe it. I will not show off that, but it was a good one, and I really proud of that. That's the thing. I mean, you should have good experience hands-on, then you should go for the professional one. That's a DevOps senior certification. I mean, that is needed so that, I mean, any company you want to join as a AWS DevOps engineer, first they will see, do you have the AWS DevOps certification? Yes or no? People who have it, they will have the preference. Who don't have it, they will not have the preference. That's how real things works. Okay, and of course they will ask the questions. That you have to answer the question as well so that you can get the job. Okay, nothing is easy. Nothing is easy at all in this world, unless the company is bad. That's but that's another problem to begin with. You want a good company, so you will have to face good questions and from good engineers. Okay, it's Naga saying, what is the scope of tech project managers in DevOps and in cloud world? That's a deep question. See, uh, people as the DevOps engineer will have, or maybe cloud engineer, if you are a project manager, then you have to have some idea what you're going to ask to the engineer. Because if you're going to ask something which doesn't make sense, you know what happened, right? People will get dissatisfied on you. So have the basic. Suppose you're asking to complete one task within 1 day. Is that task can get completed in 1 day? If you have zero idea, that's a big problem. You should, what you should do, you should ask engineers, keep asking questions. Okay, just having some queries, and store the answer somewhere so that you see a similarity between that, and someone asks him some rough expectations, you can give that. If you have zero expectation, I mean zero knowledge, you give some made up value, made up timings, that's gonna fail for sure. That will be your, they will doubt about your credibility. And because see, as an engineer, even sometime also you have to always think about the negative cases also. So as an engineer, I have faced many issues where I thought maybe 1 week or 1 day will be enough, and that could last it for many months. I mean, anything can happen in the tech world. You can start with something, then the problem I'm saying, you have one thing, and then client asking for requirement changes every single day. I mean, you cannot imagine how tough that is, and that's a reality that is gonna happen 99% cases. If you have a locking, that's a different matter. Even locking doesn't matter if client just dispute it, and like they force you to do it, you have to do it. It's matter the money and all. So uh, that's important to have some good knowledge on the cloud and DevOps if you're going to be a cloud and DevOps project manager. and do some certification. Even Amazon or any good companies actually, uh, even they ask their project managers also do this certification. So that kind of culture you can also, introduce in your company to do that. So as for the question, what is the secret of your hair like pure black? I don't apply anything to my hair. It's just normal shampoos and all this. That's the thing. I don't use hair gel and all that. Nothing, never. That will ruin it. What you should do if you don't have a industrial experience? You have to try out. You have to have certifications. If you cannot show them the real projects, that's a tough thing. You should have some demo projects. I mean, what I used to do, I go to theme forest or some other places, go good templates, and so that I can do try all this automation, do try all the CI/CD, do try all this kind of crazy stuff that I try all the time, and then I show my clients, okay, see, this is my GitHub depot. I did this. See, I did that, and they get impressed. I get the job. That's how I like this already. I think how many experience? It's total of 12 year experience. That's how I did able to get all the projects. You can try that also. Baby Creation saying that can we get work from home project jobs permanently? Please says, I am doing work from home job permanently. You too can. There are good sites. I mean, there are of course freelancing sites you can try on freelancing.com, Upwork, this and that. Oddly, a lot of sites are there. What I find really great site with very high salary and all is this tutoring. That personally I find people might have other opinion. They might find not find that, but what I find tutoring, top this kind of companies really give very good salary packages. Like salary package, the package whatever they give is really high. So I will suggest that one. Just by the way, last reminder for please do as soon as possible tutorial because only Golang developer has too much demand. So yeah, I mean, Golang developers have demand for many reasons because these days they do develop plugin for the DevOps tools also. In crypto market, for good performance tools and all, they have a very good requirement. For system application development, they have see Python. The problem is that now slowly Python have too many engineers. JavaScript have too many engineers already. PHP kind of forgotten kind of thing because so many developers they are now moving to other programming languages so that they can reduce the competition a bit. So yeah, I mean, right now Golan's also going, but not that great level competition yet. Maybe in future when people move from other programming to go have some kind of greater acceptability and all. Is already acceptability is good enough in DevOps world and other application development. But yeah, more demand, more engineer come, then you might see other programming languages getting whatever it is. Maybe the Rust thing becomes so popular, people are going to that. So yeah, you have to keep learning and learning to get the good opportunities. That's the reality. Uh, Now Naga saying a question that what is the good freelance for uh, DevOps cloud operation, not for development but DevOps SRE kind of role. Okay, what is the good freelance DevOps cloud operations, not for development? Okay, you want more of the oops work SRE kind of thing. In DevOps, mainly some CI/CD pipeline, not more programming kind of. Now, again, if you say something like say that I'm saying wrong or right, just let me know once. Okay. So yeah, what is the good freelance? I think maybe you are asking for freelance sites. In that case, top list during the lowest top list. Then you have the Upwork. Okay, in Upwork you might get really good projects. Freelancing.com competition is bit over the head and kind of nasty. People are offering free sometime. Sites you can okay. I will just give the TopTal and Turing and TopTal link. Other things you can just search for the freelancing sites. Okay. Turing. Let me quickly paste the link. This one's Turing and this one is TopTal. Now TopTal have good, but their competition a bit more tougher. That's you might look for. I mean, if you're good skill enough, you might find it easy. Otherwise, you might see problem. Yeah, it depends. Okay. Other than that, Upwork, I think. Upwork. Okay, there's Upwork. Yeah, you can just go to Google and search up freelancing top site. You will find it. For future videos, add timestamp. Yeah, I mean, in the see for the recorded videos, I always do a timestamp, but for this, this random session or live sessions, I cannot because I don't know the exact lane. Sometimes become too big. For other recorded videos, I do. I mean, if you see any most of the videos within last whatever video you see, 99% cases you will see a timestamp. For live session, not. I'll even ask my the viewers, you just guys add that so I can copy paste for the live ones. Otherwise, uh, what happens after doing a long session? You go to rest, and once the moment I go to rest, I forget about the things that I have at timestamp that I forgot, to be honest. So yeah, I will try. I mean, I will surely try, but you know what happens. Which one is the most okay? Which one mostly used for scripting, Python or Bash? Okay, if the I will say the complexity levels or and the requirement. First thing is the complexity levels. Just by judging the complexity levels, if okay, I can even zoom also. Okay, that's good. I didn't know. I don't know how it looks like. Uh, Let me see. Okay, it's looking good. So make it bigger. Okay, whatever it is, I think is okay. Mm, so yeah, uh, if it's smaller complexity or medium level complexity, you can go for the scripting using the bash or shell scripting. But if it's really highly complex, for example, you want to get the data from database, you have to do a lot of calculation, lot of you know other API fetching and all. That's complex. For that case, it's easier to manage all this by the programming languages. It might just 10 line script you can do in one line if you can you go for this programming language, high level programming language like Python or Go. So the high level programming language, it will make things like less complicated. Okay, in Bash is good to like it's a system more of a system near to system level, like so which are more faster and all that, but everything comes with a cost. So if you use overly complicated thing, go for the programming languages in Python or Go. If it's small to medium complexity, you can go for the bash scripting. Now another thing is the requirement that you cannot, there are situations, lot of situations where the requirement has been you have to use shell scripting. um, in those cases you have to stick with the shell scripting. But that also can get avoided. Ultimately, in shell scripting, you can call a lot of other libraries and functions. Like you can simply have a Python script ready, you can execute that. That's how normally we do. But yeah, it depends. Okay, it really depends what happening. Okay, I think things gone too big. Let me make it a bit smaller. Yes. Okay. So it's Varun saying, I think let's go down. I think. Um, Sandip ji, how is the market for AWS DevOps? Good. I will say there are a lot of requirements, so it's good. What is the next thing? That is Docker Kubernetes to get in DevOps? I will say kind of, because a lot of challenges what I'm seeing these days, Docker and Kubernetes most common requirement. So I will say it's kind of now de facto requirement, not spoken but de facto requirement. In 99% cases, I have like good companies at least they are using the Docker and Kubernetes. So you might want to learn that, get good positions. Okay, what is the easy way to learn any new technologies? How you learn? What is that? How you learn new technologies? So what I do, suppose I want to learn something, okay? What I usually do is that I go to that particular, like I search by the topic, and I search for the articles first. Like what are the different ways people take in? I'll say check that different articles in Medium, in other places. There are a lot of articles. The next thing I do, I go to the Udemy or other places. Then I see what are the available courses for that. What is the cost? Suppose I don't like the quality, I go through it in YouTube or say Udemy. I don't like the quality. I am not feeling confident that's a good enough thing. I look for the paid courses, maybe a bit costly, but good paid courses. Then I go through that. And most cases, frees are enough to get started. Sometimes it's not enough. Some complicated topic, I'm not finding solution enough. Then I go for the paid solution, paid courses, and wow, those works for surely. Okay, like those are the costly courses, but those work out really well. That's how I learn a lot of things in faster. Okay, and I do what, suppose I need to learn something very fast, then I make the video speed 1.5x or 2x just to quickly go through that. And if I'm say one part, two part I didn't understand quite well, do I go on slow mode, say normal 1x speed I watch, then again I go for the faster speed. That's how I do it. Okay. Let's see what are the other questions I have. Mm, okay. What is the okay, had something going forward? QK is not considering Docker leverage other content. See, the story behind that actually is Naga that Docker actually never meant to for the Kubernetes. Okay, it was for Docker related stuff or all that, right? And that actually costing Kubernetes, because Kubernetes is kind of, they have a standard kind of images and all, and for Docker they are needing some extra to run. I think that's creating some problem with their standards. That's why they considering to remove Docker, but it's like default support is getting removed. You can like Docker, suppose you are building a Docker image, okay, that you can still run in as a simple container, because they are all these uh, systems are actually following the standard image processes. So whatever there are a lot of, I think, let me just quickly go through a list. There's a list. Say Kubernetes supported image system. Supported image. Because I forgot the list. So that's why. Containers. Let me quickly check. I think cryo and other things are there. So that I'm just checking. Container runtime. Supported container runtime. Runtimes. Yes. Okay. Container runtimes. So container D, cryo, Docker engine, I think Mirantis container runtime. These are the things they have. I think all the way to install and everything is there. Anyway, so what I'm saying is that they have a, I think they have a full separate blog on exact same topic. Why they drop the support for the Docker. So you should go through that. Let me see why Docker, why Kubernetes. Ditching Docker. Yes, that's what I learned. Yes, don't panic. Kubernetes and Docker. Read this article. That will be more than enough to you understand that why they're removing Docker. It's most cases. Yes, so you see the link I've shared. You will find it there. Okay. Now, may I know the next tutorial? Next tutorial tomorrow that I'm planning to release is that. I think DynamoDB with Bodo 3. That's I'm releasing. Small 20 minutes, 30 minutes tutorial that I'm planning. I mean already planned and just made some recordings. Maybe some remaining I'll try to make it tonight and release that tomorrow. After that, Jenkins automation, because Jenkins I did basics. I think last year I did Jenkins very basics one. Like kind of beginner Jenkins. Now I'm going for the full extreme Jenkins kind of cases. I'm going to start with the Jenkins automation using Python. So that using Python, how can you create a view, create some say pipelines, create a lot of things. So change configurations. We can do a lot of stuff, right? So those I'm going to show you. So you will not need a Jenkins engineer to do all this maintenance. You can just do all that by script. That I'm going to cover. Okay. So yeah. So tomorrow I am planning for the DynamoDB plus that using Python Bodo 3, and next week it will be Jenkins automation, and after that I am in between when I'm trying to be honest, the work pressure is kind of a bit high. So yeah, Golang is the another important thing I have to cover. But see, two things that I have bit focus. I mean, the next big focus of mine will be one is the Kubernetes. I think I did the basic one, started with that, but I want to complete the Kubernetes also. And I had planned for the Golang from long time. That also I want to cover. I will see if I can parallelly somehow continue all this. Only constraint is that I have less time. What I want is that if suppose anyone want to volunteer, maybe I can use some help on the recording and all. So yeah, if you guys like someone want to cooperate on that, say either say, Golang tutorials like some recording I do, some recording you do, and again it's all are free. I'm not charging anything anyways, available for free. And I most cases I disable the this ads and all, but YouTube by default it's enable for everyone. I cannot, even if I disable it, they will enable it. So I don't know how to do all that. I don't want to show the ads, but still it's happening. So yeah. Preetham saying this, Ninda Kamunacho, Bindas, hope you're doing good too. Kosan, can you do some use case scenario based on tutorial CCs? See, I did. The thing is that first let's cover the basic. I mean, I have many topics to cover yet. I didn't cover the many basics yet. So that's again my first priority will be the basics and all. Then advanced, and sometimes I do cover in different live sessions. You just tell me what the use cases you want for a particular topic. I will come with that. So I need suggestions. Okay, based on that also I can make the comments, right? I don't know what everyone expecting. So that's one thing. Victor saying that I know AWS dominate the cloud market. Is it necessary to learn the ecosystem? Learn the ecosystem of Azure, Google Cloud. See, it depends. Why I'm saying it depends? Because different companies have different preferences based on their credit system, based on their team requirements and all, based on their own requirement. It matters. Based on that, they can go for either say AWS or Azure and Google Cloud. What I will suggest, see, if you learn AWS really well, just relate to other services. Most cases, their services could be different, but the things they do is very common. So what I will say, learn one cloud really well, so you understand most of the bits, okay? And try to like next you try to run other cloud, just relate what you learn in one cloud to that, like mind mapping you have to do, okay? If you do that, then you can learn faster on those clouds. What I suggest, yes, having knowledge about multi clouds is really good. When in the market you have competition in one cloud, you can quickly switch over to other cloud. Suppose I'm saying if you're a good AWS engineer and you will get opportunity, I'm saying you will still get opportunities on different clouds. So if you have multi-cloud experience, you can just go with other cloud. Say already know this cloud, other cloud very good offer you coming, so you can show them certification or something, some experience, some stuff that you did, or can show them the knowledge you have. You will get that opportunity. So to go like so to move above and beyond the competition also is good enough, right? So hi Sandeep, I have worked as an SRE for 1.5 years. What certification shall I take? Solution Architect DevOps. You already have SRE 1.5 experience, okay? It's based on your experience. If you want to go for the solution architect kind of architecture, right? Like design the networking, like storage, security, and all that, you can go for the architect. If you know more of the solution deployment, CI/CD pipeline, and all that, you can go for the DevOps, or you can become like me to pass the both certifications. So it's up to you guys. Okay. So what do you want to do? Hi, can you do some hands-on labs, real use case on Docker? I did actually. I think around 4 years back, I did my on my channel. Then I moved to next topics. If you want, I can do, but maybe not only priority. Priority will be the Kubernetes one, then the that Go course that I thought of long back. Those will be the next priorities. It's Jadav, I'm fresher, got an offer from Salesforce developer role. Can you suggest me some courses? Udemy, go for the Udemy and Salesforce. Like there are a lot of courses. What I usually do, I will ask the same thing. Look for the most rated and most used course. That will be good enough. Will DevOps job always be in afternoon? Nah. See, DevOps job, whatever company you're joining, whatever their timings are, you have to work on that. It's not like you have to do on the afternoon or night shift. What I work, it's morning. Start with some meetings, and in say in afternoon I take some lunch, then I talk with family, then I work till some 7 or 8, and that's it. I mean, that's how I do it. You can do the same thing. Yeah, there's nothing written in the wall kind of thing. It's really always up from 9 shifts. It's based on the company policies. Whatever that work time that you are suggesting to the company. Okay, I think that looks like it. Lot of questions. I have really good questions. Really great. And yeah, thank you again for staying this long. And do let me know what you think about this session. Because last, what happened that last week's session was so bad. I was feeling so bad about the last week's session. I thought, okay, next time I do the session, it has to be really, really great, very good quality, nothing less than that. I hope that this particular session had that quality, because the next time I do any live session on different events like use cases or anything at all, that will be using this tool. Comment part, I was thinking how I can do it. See, I figured out using the comment. I just have to pop out the comment section and just have to have a separate window for that, and you can see the comments and how it's going. So I think it's good. Okay, working out, so it's all good. The only thing is that message will keep coming and coming. Sometimes that might have an issue, but no, I don't see any other. Oh, there are hours. Okay, I found out. There is a streaming section, but can I show it? No, I cannot show the comments. I hope that I can show the comments. But yeah, it's good to see that I can see the comments. Okay, but I cannot show the comments in the stream directly. That's a bad. No way. I can reply to comments, by the way. Yeah, anyway, I will just figure out something how I can do it in different way. Okay, guys, thank you again. It was a mainly QA session, and to check out the quality of the video streaming and all. Looks like it's really good. Only negative point of this one stream, I will say that the tools I'm actually using, I wanted to do live session on my LinkedIn profiles as well, but that didn't work out. So that's only the negative. I may just talk out with them to see what is the problem, why didn't it work out, and figure out the solution. So let's see if that, and just talk with them. Again, thank you guys for being on this long. See you soon in my next tutorial.